that's coming up. I don't want to hype it up too much, but like, it's something that you guys, so you want to be successful, and to some of you guys, that may mean surprise you guys with this one. Usually I tell you guys what's coming in. This time I'm gonna keep it a secret. But of course we're gonna start the day out with a cold start, because you know what, that's what we do. I just love the sound of this car and I can't get over it, so I'm gonna share it with you guys. Yeah, here's Mom's car. Still on her stocks, still got the Doty sticker on there. Still absolutely dirty. Just what happens whenever it sits outside like that. But let's go ahead and get this bad boy started up. This is super secret. You guys are not supposed to know about this. I've shown you guys too much just based off the size. Gonna need this for later. Absolutely love it. When I first got the Corsas, I always had a fitment issue right here, like it would shift, but it seems like I finally got that dialed in. I just had to tighten up the axle bolt. But yeah, these things look awesome from dial dynamics. Woo. Of course, the painted grille, or the painted radiator inside the grille, makes actually a world of difference, because now it doesn't stick out. It's always those little touches that make the biggest difference on cars. And I've got a couple other ones coming up. I really want to do the headlights. That's something people have been talking to me about. Blacking out the headlights. I want to send them out to, I think it's PS Lighting Solutions. I think it's Papa Smurf. He has a sick car, but he does retrofits and paints the internals, does like demon eyes. I'd love to do it, but dang. Headlights are one of those things that I have to have my car without headlights for a little bit, and it's like $1,000 or so. I have to ship it and everything, so I don't know, it might come in time, but that's $1,000 out of my pocket towards boost. You guys are like, well Jacob, why don't you just do this yourself? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's that hard. You just take it apart and heat it up and all that. The 1314 headlights are some of like the best headlights ever, and they're super expensive. I'm talking probably $800 to $1,200 per side, so if you screw up, you're dropping $2,000 minimum just to find them on eBay or something like that, and that's if it's a perfect pair. Sometimes they have cracks or tabs broken, so it's not something I want to play with, but I might just have to save up and send it out to Papa Smurf. Have you guys a little closer to me, and just gonna see what that's like. But I just ran one errand, and now it's time to do the second one, which I gotta go back into town for. So sometimes business just requires that you run around town and make sure you get all the things done in time. Hopefully we can get on the freeway and have some fun a little bit, but keeping it chill. Oh man, I tell you, when you go from having a slow daily to this car, the power comes on, the sound, the feel, whew, it really just is such a better experience. So much better of an experience. And we have a giant tour bus coming at us, and I am not cutting them off. Yeah, let me know about this angle. I always try new things with you guys just to see. So if you guys like this one, I know some people are getting sick with how my head was moving and stuff while I was on my head, but maybe this one, because it's more stable, will be a little bit better. But we got a little bit of traffic. And I'm up on the car's butt that I was trying to get behind. So you want to be successful, and to some of you guys that may mean having the cars and the house and maybe the loved one, like the family and stuff like that. But really, to me, success is just using yourself, not using yourself, I guess that's a weird way to put it, but maximizing your potential. Now the potential could be different from every single person, you know, different backgrounds, different things of how you've been growing up, or how you've seen situations as you've grown up. You know, not everyone's potential is necessarily identical. However, everyone can work and create to their max potential. And that's really what I want to do, is just do as much as I can, use my potential and just try to make everything better for the people around me. Of course, when you do that and you provide value to others, that's usually when the money happens to follow. So when you chase value and you chase creating opportunity and value for others, usually you're rewarded for it, and that is through money. Jeff Bezos of Amazon, sure, there's some controversy there, but what he does is provide very quick products at a very competitive price to his customers, and in return, those customers give him money. And that's really where he makes his money in billions and all that. Obviously, there's multiple sides, but I'm just really simplifying it down to, you know, the basics of how money is attracted. If your idea of success is totally different, well then that's gonna vary. But for me, that's what I think it is, and I'm working every day towards just maximizing my potential and the people around me. I want them to succeed and maximize their potential as well and provide for their families. All around, just all around, everyone is successful all around me. I am absolutely starving because I do this weird thing where I don't eat for about, I don't know, I don't eat breakfast and I eat lunch super late, which is really bad for me, but I just push myself. Like I have a cup of coffee in the morning and then I just push myself throughout the day to not eat, which I guess is like intermittent fasting, but I don't try to. It's not good because by this time I'm feeling it. Like my shoulders get a little achy. I've done some work this morning on the computer, answering emails, making phone calls, and then now stomach is just growling and shoulders are achy. So after this errand I'm about to run, I've got to get some food into me. Oh man, also that mod that's coming up, I don't want to hype it up too much, but like it's something that you guys, it's just so hard. It's something I've wanted for a long time. I just didn't want to make the jump, and yeah, it's gonna be freaking sweet when it's in. It's gonna be like a finishing touch. Let me pass this guy. All right, gotta let them know that you're sitting, literally pacing the car next to you under the speed limit. We're gonna cool it down. We're gonna cool it down. Racing on the streets, doing all that stuff, I don't condone it. Definitely want to have some fun at Sac Raceway this season. I think more in the springtime. It's going to be awesome, and just want to get better and better because my first outing, this thing ran a 12.2 with these tires on it. I'd love to get a drag pack, maybe a 15x10 in the rear, get some skinnies up front so to minimize the sway. So I want to run a bias ply, and then boom, we can have some fun. Also, a video that's coming is going to be downshifting with my girlfriend Ashley. So I want her to learn how to do all that so that way she feels comfortable whenever she's driving this car, which she just gets nervous when I'm in the car, which is just a part of it, you know? I mean, I'm not too nervous to drive other people's cars, but there's always a risk, and she just doesn't want to be responsible for anything on this car. In case you guys are curious, I'm right next to a gas station, and right now, regular gas is $3.49. It goes $3.49, $3.69, $3.79 for 91. So $3.80 basically for 91. The E85, which this is my local E85 station, it's probably like 15 minutes from my house. Right now, E85 is $2.89, which is hilarious because I'm pretty sure in the South, those are some of the prices for your guys' gas. And that's our E85. So your E85 has got to be like $2. Sometimes I just want to keep it short and sweet because I just want to bring you guys along, talk about what's on my mind and what's on my radar with you guys. So thanks for coming along and watching the video and listening to me. I always love a little discussion down in the comments below. So whatever you guys have on your mind or what's kind of piquing your guys' interest, leave it down in the comments below, and then maybe I'll bring it up and talk about it in the next video. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here, and as always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, then please comment, like, subscribe. Let me come to a stop, and I'll catch you guys next time. Oh yeah, by the way, I recently drove a 2018 10-speed. Interesting. I'll just leave it at that.